Hey, what's up guys, Valley Flying here. I am back. Welcome to the channel. Hey, I want to thank all you guys that came out to the stream last night, supported the channel. It was really awesome of you guys to come out and just be supportive. I was playing through some a bunch of things last night and talking about the announcements that we had about Iron Man. Yes, everybody was talking about it. It is finally confirmed. I made a video about that earlier. But some of the things are moot now that some things have been confirmed. So I'm going to be talking about that. But I did want to thank you guys for coming out on the stream again. I did make a big mistake. I thought I had everything checked right for it to save on Twitch and to upload on YouTube. Unfortunately, I missed one of the boxes, so it did not save, and I apologize about that. Wanted everybody to see it. I played through my blitz. But I will be back on Twitch next week, and I probably will be back on YouTube Live sometime before that. I am playing on BlueStacks, and if you want to play on BlueStacks, make sure you check out the affiliate link down below. It's a free download on your computer. The channel does get a little bit of support from the BlueStacks company, and you get to play your game on your computer. Now, just make sure that you link your account to a Facebook account, and then just make sure you link that same BlueStacks account to this account, and you should be good to go. All right, so let's talk about these announcements, because there's a few assumptions in the calculations I made, and let's talk about what those assumptions are. Let's go back to the emails that came. All right, so Iron Man login bonus. So this is saying that when you log in every day until the start of the event, which is on the 17th, you will get free Shield Agent shards. Now, I wasn't paying too much attention, but I think the ones that came today was one shard of every character. So I'm going to use that in the basis. I'm going to give every character 9 shards. Now, if that's not correct, if I wasn't paying attention and we got some different shards, then just take that part out of the video. All right, next thing. Coming soon. Now, this is what to talk about. So, there is a double drop day on the 12th and the 18th. Now, if you're going to spend energy to refresh nodes, this is the days to do it. And what I did, now there's 16 days from today until the event ends. And instead of just doing 16, so for these characters that are farmable, I just did 18 days for that instead. And that's how I came around that. In the end, it should equal to the same amount. Log in every day, you will receive some shards. It's on the house. There is also an offer for different shield characters when they become available. If this is a good offer, this is something I might partake in, especially if it's for some Black Widow shards. I really would rather farm Black Widow than some of these bad shield characters. And if you want to get this event, you're going to have to farm some bad shield characters. They will be having some orb, a shield orb that has a chance of getting some character shards. My guess is it's probably not going to be a good deal, but if you're a gambling person, this could be for you. And that's about it. So let's talk about this list here that I made. It's just on an Excel sheet. I put this together. So these are the different characters that you can farm. This is where they're farmable. And this is how much energy you would need to use per day or per node to get these on the ones that have nodes. Now, Shield Trooper is a bad... I spelled them wrong there too, but Shield Trooper is a bad character and is on a raid orb. So I'm not going to talk about him because the farmability for him is very different for everybody. You could have bad RNG and never see him in your store and never pull him from an orb. So there's just too much RNG involved. Plus, he's a bad character, so I'm not going to even really talk about Shield Trooper. Let's just delete him off of this. All right. So when we're talking about best minion characters, Shield Operative is probably the best character. But as far as farming her, you probably need to avoid Shield Assault and Shield Operative. At least at this point, just because they're going to be a slower farm. I did the numbers out here. You could probably see them. And what I want to do is get this up on Google Docs and hopefully put a link down below. If it's there, then I've managed to do it. All right. Shield Medic and Shield Security. These are the two more farmable people. Now, if you're just farming them, no refreshes, you should be getting about 108 shards before the end of the event for Shield Medic and 174 shards for shield security. Now, if you're short, you're probably not gonna get there unless you do some refreshes. Now, this is another section, what you need. So to get the 1 star, 15. To get the 2 stars, you're gonna need 30 shards. 3 stars, 55 shards. 4 stars, you need 80 shards. And 5 stars, you're gonna need 130 shards, which means you need 310 total. So the easy way to do this is just go and see where your guys are at, how much they are to the next level, subtract that number, and then just add what they need to get to the next star level. So I'll do that in the end, and you can see what I'm talking about. Now, there's some assumptions that were made, and if these assumptions aren't correct, then all these numbers are not going to be correct. So this assumes a drop rate of 30%. For most games, that is what the drop rate is, and I'm assuming that that is the same in Marvel Strike Force. If that is wrong, then some of these numbers are going to need to be shifted a little. All right, the other assumption, each time you get the character, you're getting actually 2 shards. So I haven't really, honestly, I haven't paid too much attention. It's been a few months that I've been playing, and I'm pretty sure that you only get an even amount, because every time it drops in the nodes, you're getting 2 shards. For the arena characters, Quake and Shield Security, I'm assuming a rank of 500 or higher, because this means that you're getting 500 Blitz store energy every day. And this also assumes that you're getting those 9 character shards in the email. This is assuming that you're getting 1 of every character. Again, I wasn't paying too much attention, so if that is not correct, then just don't do the last part that I'm going to talk about. All right, so per day, how did I calculate Quake? Well, if you're getting 500 shards of Quake, you could buy 1 of her nodes and get 500, and you're getting 250 in your daily login bonus, which means that you're getting about 7.5 shards of Quake every day. For Shield Security, it's pretty much the same thing. This numbers that I use for the assumptions are a little inaccurate, because Quake costs 500 for 5 of her shards, and Shield Security is going to cost 400. So the numbers are a little inaccurate here, but they're right around the same. So I just did that for simplicity's sake. So just know that you're going to be able to farm Shield Security a little faster than what I did here. Oh, I just screwed up the whole formula. Let me just go Control Z a few times. I don't know. I'll fix that later. But Shield Security, oh, that screwed up all his numbers. Not all of his numbers. All right, so yeah, here's his raw numbers right here. All right, so for Captain America, Hawkeye, and Shield Medic, they have 2 nodes, which means you're getting 10 chances a day at a 30% rate. That is 6 shards of those characters per day, and that's how I came up with this number there. And then with Shield Assault, Shield Operative, you're getting 5 chances to farm them a day. If you get a 1.5%, 1.5 times drop rate, you do that times 2, because you're getting 2 of each shard a day. That is 3 shards of these characters per day. Very, very slow shard, and there's a lot of RNG. Some days you're gonna get nothing, some days you're gonna get a little bit more, but in the long term, it should be around these numbers, except for this one, because I screwed up the formula just now as I was recording this. All right, so if you do 2 refreshes, this is how much shards per day you're gonna get. 3 refreshes, this is what you're gonna get. Now, after 16 days, because it is 16 days till the end of the event, not the start of the event, the end of the event, you should have about 120 shards of Quake, 108 shards of Captain America, 108 shards of Hawkeye, 108 shards of Shield Medic, Shield Security. What I did was take Quake's raw number, so that 120, and I just added that 54 from Shield Assault or Shield Operative, doing 1 a day, and that is how I came up to 174. So this is definitely the quickest farm. Shield Assault, Shield Operative, both that 54 after the 16 days. So unless you've really started farming them, probably not gonna get them by the end of the event, because you're only getting 54 if you're really diligently farming them once per day. The energy needed for that is right here in this column, 180, 140, and so on. All right, let's say you do 2 refreshes per day. Spend those power cores, 50 of them, just to refresh that, and then this is what you're going to end up with. Quake, you're still going to have the same amount, no matter what. Captain America, 216. So if you're 216 shards short of Captain America, minus those 9, so 205 shards, 207 shards per. If you're 207 shards short, you should reach them, assuming you have average RNG. Same thing with Hawkeye, 216. Shield Medic, doing 2 refreshes per day, should give you 216. Now, Shield Security, again, it's a little inaccurate because you can't farm Quake and Shield Security. So hopefully you've already been farming your Quake or some of these other guys. Quake, Captain America, Hawkeye are some of the best characters in the game, so hopefully you've been already working on them. Shield Security, so assuming that you're spending no arena energy on Quake, and I know this 7.5 is a little inaccurate, it should actually be 16. I forgot to switch this. Yes, it's 16. All right, so that number's a little off. So you're getting about 228 shards. Let me see if this one's off. No, this one's right. Okay, so 228 shards of Shield Security, 2 refreshes by the end of the event. So if you are short, you should be pretty good. Shield Assault and Shield Opera, not going to talk about them just because it's unless you've been doing them for a while, it's going to be tough by the end of the event. All right. 3 refresh, and you're spending a bunch of energy too, so you're going to need to be spending power cores on all this energy. 3 refreshes per day. You could pretty much get there with Captain America. That's assuming that you could farm him on Nexus 5-9. All right. You could get there with Captain America. You could get there with Hawkeye, and you could get there with Shield Medic. That puts you well past the 310, doing 3 refreshes per day. Shield Security, you should get pretty close. Now, if you already have Quake at 5 stars, you could spend all your arena energy on Shield Security, and doing 3 refreshes per day will get you 289. So very, very close. Depending on what that offer is, you're gonna and the RNG, you're gonna be very close with that. So it is possible, starting from scratch, to get at least 3 of these guys up to 5 stars. He can get very close. Quake is not going to get very close, but hopefully you've been farming her already, and that is what it's going to be. So let me go in and show you just how I calculated for my team. All right, so Shield Medic, 61 out of 80 and 3 stars. So 19 shards to get her to 4 stars and 130 to get her to 5 stars. So for that, I would need 149 shards, and let me just move it over here. So for me, I'm gonna need to farm her about a little more than once a day. So if I'm gonna use that energy correctly, I'm gonna do it on those double shard days. I believe it was the 12th and the 18th, if I'm remembering that correctly. But obviously you could check in your game and see what that email exactly says. So I'm gonna need to farm her a little bit more than once a day. And then for Shield Security, I'm gonna need to do 2 refreshes every day just to get close. I'm gonna be a little bit over because I only need 223 and I'm getting 228. Plus I should be getting those 9 shards from the just the payout that they're giving. And hopefully that assumption is right. And that's just how to do it. So I want to make a copy of this, put this up on Google Docs. Hopefully I can figure it out, like I said, and then put a link down below. Eventually I'll figure it out. Once if the link is not there, I haven't figured it out yet. If when the link is there, I figured it out. But anyway, that is it. Hopefully this helps you to get the shards to farm properly for Iron Man. Like I said, if there's any errors in this calculations, then some of this information is going to be correct, and I'm aware that some of this is already incorrect, but it should be close enough to let you know what you have to do to get Iron Man if you want to do it this time around. This is something that should come back every now and then. So if you don't get Iron Man this time, don't worry, you should be getting him next time. And if you're not even sure if it's worth farming, if you can farm like me and get there, and you're wondering if it's even worth farming, check out the video that I did about a month ago, wondering if it was even worth it to prepare for this Iron Man event. Some of the things in that video are moot now that we got the official announcement, and now that it's confirmed that it's the Shield characters, not just for beta, but it's also going to be the Shield characters in global. But good luck. Hopefully you guys could get this. I mean, definitely get it if you spend money, but I know a lot of you guys don't spend too much money on the game. That's about it. Good luck. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe if you want to check out more content on Marvel Strike Force. And if you want to play on your computer, BlueStacks, the link is down below. It's a little faster than Nox. I've used them both. They're both good, but I think BlueStacks is a little bit faster. That is it. I will see you guys next time. I'll be posting how I'm doing on this Black Panther raid, because this is I want to do good on this raid. I got to tier 6 on the stream earlier tonight, and I hope to be at tier 8 by the end of the first 24-hour period. So I'll be spending some energy just to get to tier 8, and then that should put me in a pretty good position to be competing for that top 500. And I will be updating that on Facebook and Twitter. I post there simultaneously, so yeah, check that out if you want to see how I'm doing. I will see you guys next time. Have a good weekend. Valley Flying out.